ఇంకెవరు రాలేదు. వీకెండ్ హాలిడే అనుకుంటున్నారేమో. ఓ మెయిల్ వెళ్ళా. ఇక్కడ పనిచేస్తుంది గూగులే ప్రాబ్లం. ఆ బ్రౌజర్లోనే ఇట్స్ నాట్ వర్కింగ్. Okay, but at least I don't know, there's problem with the browser. Yeah. Or yeah, I'll be soon talking. So meanwhile, we're talking about. Okay, so now we'll can get started now. We need to sort out some technical problems. So now we know dimensions. Okay, drill up, drill downs, and drill across. So drill through will be looking on the reporting side. From the RPD side, nothing much can be done for a drill through. And we know drill down means going from top level to bottom level, up means lower level to upper levels, across means navigating from one dimensional hierarchy level to another dimensional hierarchy level. That is drill analysis technique. And coming to the individual dimensions, okay, we have created dimensions, okay, and then levels. And in every level, when you are creating keys, for one of the key, you will be choosing as a use for display. That indicates when you are navigating from one level to the next levels, whatever value, whatever column has to be displayed. So right now we have the brand product, okay, and now if I go and create any report with all this stuff, so if you remember previously yesterday, okay, when I choose a brand key, okay, when it is not part of the hierarchy, and there used not to be any hyperlink to navigate to the next level. But so I have selected brand key column now. I think I'm not sure. Okay. So whenever I choose a brand key column now here, and when I click this one, you can see that it is taking you to the next level. Okay, since it is not part of the used for display, okay, you can see hyperlink, and when you click this, it is taking you to the next level. And when you go to the next level here, you have two columns. Okay, one is LOB and LOB key. There are two columns. Out of these two columns, okay, which column has to be displayed in the report? When I go from brand to LOB, there are two columns. So which column has to be displayed is a question mark. So whatever column you have defined in LOB level, so in LOB level there are two keys. One key has chosen as used for display, and one is chosen as only key. So used for display key will be used to identify whenever navigating to the next levels, okay, to be added in the report. Now I will click on LOB. So when I go to LOB, again type is there, and but there are two columns. So to which column to be added here? So again used for display will tell OBIEE that this column has to be displayed here. And this way used for display means a column which has to be projected or added in a report when you are navigating from the above level or any level to any level. Yeah, so it is usually it is necessary, okay, because if your data is very good, no problem. But if see, like I say, this is necessary and this is the best practice, because whenever I am going, let's say for example, I showed you yesterday one example how they are going to be play key role here. Assume that this is the data we have here. Okay, I'm now navigating from country to here. So I've chosen one column. Okay, in a report I've chosen one column, city description column. So when you click this city description, Hyderabad is there. Hyderabad is there. But when I click this Hyderabad, I need to go and then find out the streets which are there in the Hyderabad. But since there are two Hyderabad's, generally how we'll get it? Say I am looking for a particular value here. When you go and click any report here, so when I say for example, if I click on brand home view, it will give you details of line of business which are related to brand only, this brand only. But when you how it is going to search this information? Brand is equivalent to home view. So because you are clicking on that, okay, and inside whenever you are doing making or any analysis, if there is a confusion or if any kind of things, and inside whatever key columns are defined, and these columns are going to be used to uniquely identify your data. So that's why always it is better to have one key column, one used for display. If those columns are not present, it is fine. But if they are present and if you feel this kind of data, and it has to be used that way only, that is the best practice. And second one, keys we have seen, okay, and now based on this dimension, so now we have no keys and then used for display. These are the two mandatory things in every level. In addition to this, when we are creating a key in one column, one key column, let's say I am going to LOB and I have chosen a key here, and for this LOB, how many columns have been added here? One column is there. But in some scenarios, I may add more than one column for this column in key. That is also means the key means exactly in this level which column combination can form uniqueness. That is the key. Okay. So LOB key means that is a number. So here example this way. I have a city ID, city description. City description is not going to form a uniqueness. City ID will form a uniqueness. So you use city description to see the data, but use city ID internally, technically to identify your information. Okay, technically backside purpose you will use a key, and from the user point of view you will be using city description. Now, when you are creating a key, you can also choose more than one columns also in the keys. That is also possible. This Airtel is only the problem. Okay.
There are 5 other callers on the call.
Okay, so now, so I didn't talk anything, and so you're not lost any discussion. So I'm just continuing now. Same question. Yeah, I just discussed these key columns. It depends on the data, but from the best practices point of view, the column should be mandatory. Okay, otherwise you will end up with a lot of problems, and slowly you will be seeing that. Okay, so whatever we discussed so far, it is a basic dimension creation, and based on created dimensions, how the drill technique will work, drill up, down, across, and all that stuff, and some keys used for display. These are the main components part of the hierarchies. So apart from this, based on the dimension, we have so many other topics, and we'll be looking, okay, some of the activities which we do based on the dimensional hierarchies, and some of the activities we'll do, okay, in a different direction. So what I just list out all the topics, and we'll be talking one by one. So first one, once we have the hierarchy, we know that hierarchy creation. Based on the hierarchies, we can create something called level based measures. You have to see what is level based measures. Based on the hierarchies, we can do time series calculations. Okay, so sometimes in interview, tell me what are the benefits, why do we need to create hierarchy? This is a very common question. So we have seen So far, what is the benefit of the creation of the hierarchy? Drill technique. By creating the hierarchy from the reporting side, you can say drill up, drill across, drill down. All these analysis techniques can be automatically performed. That is one benefit. Of course, inside how you created that keys and then use for display, that is a different story. We'll come back to that. Okay. Using these dimensional hierarchies, we can create level-based measures. That is another advantage. Now we are going to see. We can create time series calculations. Okay, there are the special calculations generally supported in OBIEE that we can do, that we are going to see. And in addition to this, from the hierarchy point of view, you will talk something like balanced hierarchies we have to see. And in unbalanced category, we have to see ragged, skipped. Also, I want to see level okay. So we already seen this one. Okay, drill analysis technique, and we can do level based measures. We are going to discuss now time series calculations after that. Then we'll go for this, and this topic we'll discuss in the end because this is a bit confusion part. Okay, so out of OBIEE, right, this is one of the, like 30% of the discussion topics will get into hierarchy only. So now I'll quickly get into level based measure. So what is level based measure? Okay, first of all, okay, let me go to this report first to show you what is level based measure. Or let me give one simple example. So I have employee data here, that is here. So we have employee number, salary. So what is the salary? It is a measure, okay, but I have not calculated. But whatever salary is showing here, so this salary is a individual salary of every employee. This is the individual salary of every employee. Now I have a small requirement. I want to see employee number and employee salary, and then right side I want to display what is the average salary of entire employees. I have all these columns. Here I want to create one column, and in this column I want to display what is the average salary in entire employee table, means in the entire organization I want to display. Why? I want to compare every individual salary when I compare with overall average employees organization salary, whether it is very high or low. So how to get it? So I want to know EMP dot star is there, but I want one more column here, that should be average salary. So if I keep average, can I keep average salary here? Will it work? It will not work. Hmm? Yeah. So when I say group by, again another, since technically this query is wrong, and whatever answer he told is right, because he has, we have to have a group by. But the next is whether you will get that answer or not, whether you will get an average of entire organization is entire table is not a question. Now how many columns I need to keep in a group by right now? One column or two, how many? What is the SQL principle? Have some normal columns, have some summary columns. So what is the rule of the group? Now EMP star means all the employee columns have selected and one average is there. So how many columns should be in group by? Two columns? All. Group by rule is whenever you put some aggregation rule, all non-aggregate columns should be in a group by. So in this case, how many should be there in group by? All. So when you keep group by of all, whatever you see in salary, whatever you see in average salary, both will be same. Because you are keeping all, means you are creating average salary in every employee number. How many records we have for employee number? One only. So average of one employee salary is same. So you will get same number, you will not get it. But here you have a individual employee salaries, but I am looking this average on overall. So I am looking this average on overall level. So how to get any idea? Generally will depend in if it is SQL. So here two things. One is understand the problem statement. Solution forget. But here we have a individual employees salaries we have here. But I want to get the average salary on overall employee table. Means I am looking this average at overall table level. Okay. So technically we can do this in an analytical function. Maybe in SQL classes I will tell you what is this analytical function. For now, don't ask me. Okay. 6 o'clock SQL classes you attend if you want to learn all these things. Okay. So average salary over. Okay, and I left it blank. So I want to create this average. So now normally if you calculate outside, what is the average salary? 2080. So you will see that what is the total average salary? 20 means this is your employee individual salary and this is your overall average salary in entire employee table. This is average salary. I am fine. So if I compare, this guy is 900, average salary is 2080. This is this, this is this. I am fine. This is what I needed, I got it. Now, if I compare this every employee salary with overall organization employee salary, it is not really correct because there is a CEO is $1 million salary and there is a clerk. Okay, there is you cannot compare average because of your CEO and then president, vice president. Your average will become very huge. So that's why I want to calculate this average salary for every individual job. So now you are working on a software engineer, senior software engineer, you are a TL. So I want to compare your salary with your same designation only. So then I want to compare your salary, you are a team lead. If I compare your salary with average team leads, then you will come to know whether it is a good, very on par or less or very high. So this time I am asking, get this employee average salary at designation level. Okay, what designation? So now this employee is 7369 is a clerk. So get the average salary in clerk only and display. So this guy is a clerk, this guy is a 900 salary. So compare with clerical average salary. Means this job wise I am looking. So keeping this column as it is, or before this, I am saying average salary over. Okay, so you have employee number. See, is an analyst. Okay, and average salary in analyst is 3,000. See, there are three. These both people are analysts. So this guy's salary is 3,000. This guy's salary, there are two analysts only. So average will be 3,000 only. See, this is a clerk. His salary is 1,300. There are like these many clerks. So average of all these things will be this much. Automatically it will give you. So what is the concept here? You are doing summary calculation always at some level. I am looking at level. So this is normal and this is all you are looking at some level. Okay. In the same way, if you go for our report, so now I have some columns brand and I have some column some of the quantity I have. So now this quantity, yesterday there was some topic. Okay. So now when I click on brand, see in the Bistec brand, this is the total sale. This is the total quantity sold out. And fun part this much, home view this much. The moment when I click this, it is going to give you in communication how much, electronic how much. Since both are part of Bistec, so sum of these two will be what is the total of Bistec. Okay, so in the same way how previously I have done the analysis, what currently I want is I am getting all this total quantity in every brand. But right side I want to display what is the total units sold out in entire organization. Right side I want to display. Means I want to compare in Bistec is this much, but when I compare overall total quantity in entire organization, how much percentage of the Bistec brand units in a overall organization? I want to do percentage calculation. For that right side, I want what is the total units or quantity sold out in entire organization. Example, this is what I am looking. So this you don't try to learn this because we'll learn it later. What I am means what kind of exam, what kind of data I am looking is this. So this is the individual. I just showed in a different way, but I am expecting this kind of a measure column in a RPD. So what is this? It is a total. Even if I click it brand wise or you do whatever you want, this will always give you the total quantity sold out in entire organization. You no matter if you click this, if you click this, if you click this, it is going to give you what is the total in entire organization. It is not going to get disturbed. These kind of measures are called level based measures. The reason is these calculations we are doing always at particular level. So when I click this, this is a normal measure, it will keep changing. When I click LOB, it will keep changing. So now this will give you, because it is part of group by brand LOB type. So it will go detailed, depends on what columns you select. Okay, this information is going to be changed dynamically, but this will be fixed one. Okay, this is one example. Okay, so this is previously I showed you what is the total quantity in entire organization, and this is the brand wise total. So this is also something you don't know what is. I'll show you. If you see this, when I click brands, notice this one, notice this one, notice this one. This will change, this will never change. So this has now come down to show you in each LOB how much. But if you see, this is fixed one and this is also fixed one. What is this? In the BizTech brand, previously what is the total units sold out? That is 2273. Since this is also belongs to BizTech, what is the total BizTech it is there? Fun part total and home view total. Now even when you click, this will never change. And all these products are part of BizTech only. So you'll see in BizTech what is it? What is this? This calculation we are always doing at a brand level. In every brand what is the total, and this is I am doing at overall level. Means these measures always be calculated at a particular level. This is a overall level, this is a brand level. Previously this is equivalent to job. I done average at the job level. So here it is at the brand level. Okay, these kind of measures are called level based measures. Always these measures will be calculated at a particular level. Not they are not going to be changed dynamically. Always they will be calculated at particular level only. Okay, so those are called level based measures. So how to do this in OBIEE? Okay, simple. So now already have one column. Sum of quantity, that is what. So whatever I showed you, I have done in a different way. So forget about this. Maybe in a reporting we'll see this how to do. But I want these columns to be there in RPD. Whenever I select that column, it should always should give me whatever I've selected. I did a different logic, but I want directly to be selected that column. So now I am just we have already sum of quantity. We know what is coming. So I am just duplicating this column. Sum of quantity is there, and this is a duplicate, and for this column I am giving a name overall So now this and this both are same because I just copy pasted and renamed only. Now for this particular column I am right clicking. So this is the normal, okay, and column source is like it is a sum of units, okay, and it is just already calculated column. Now it is a aggregation because it is a sum of, so we have kept some aggregation rule. But if you go to levels, okay, now this calculation always I want to do at overall level. Okay, so that's why I am going to this level. When you click the levels, we have already created some dimensional hierarchies, and I am going here. Since you are looking for overall level, you can go to any level, any dimension hierarchy. But since we'll go, I am looking at the product side, so I am going to product, and here I am going to choose grand total. So we have a product hierarchy created. What is the top level in a product hierarchy? We have started from grand total and then brand, LOB, something like this we have. So now since I want to create an overall above brand level, overall entire table, not even brand, entire overall level. So that's why I am selecting grand total here. Okay, and the same way I am copy pasting same column, duplicate. So I have created one more same copy paste and named as brand level quantity. So this is now same thing, sum of units only. Aggregation sum is there. And now I am going to level. In the level I am selecting product, and now I am selecting. Always do this sum of quantity at the brand level. If you remember in analytical function, sum average salary over partition by job. It is also same thing. Partition by or over at which level you are trying to calculate. Brand level only I am calculating. I am choosing this level. And I am selecting these two additional columns which I have created, and then releasing onto revenue matrix. I think this Airtel is having some problem. So we'll sort out this network problems by Monday. I think that is the reason I'm giving a break whenever there is a low connection. Okay, I'm selecting now product. Okay, and as usual, I'm selecting whatever extra columns we have created. One is a normal measure. Normal measure, when I say, this calculation will be done based on what columns you select here. It will change the values. And now I am selecting overall total quantity and brand level quantity. So now in Bistec brand, this is the total, and this is the total, this is the total. And what is the overall total? So I don't need to calculate. Already I have done this. So I just select it. Whenever you select it, it is giving you overall total quantity, and this is giving you brand level. So in every brand level, what is, since you have selected brand, so this and this will be, both will be same, because it is, you have only selected brand. So this is also calculated at brand level. So this and this will be same right now. But now the moment when I click this brand, it will show the data at LOB level, line of business level. This is the individual LOB total quantity. This is overall. It will never change. Every time it will give you what is overall only. And this will always give you in this particular, whatever brand it belongs to, in that brand what is the total it will give you. It will never change. Even if you click again, it will never change. So this is called a level based measures. So always we will do, and now you come to know, every time when we are creating a hierarchy, always we are starting with the grand total. Tell me, if I don't create a grand total, what you will be missing here? Grand total, overall level calculations you cannot do. So whenever I am selecting a measure, I am choosing at which level you are planning to calculate. Okay, so now I'll just quickly wrap up this. I don't know, it's all. So here to calculate at overall level, there should be one level. Then only you can choose at what level you are calculating. So if you don't have this level in a product, if you don't start from grand total, you can do calculations only at the brand level only, next level. So that's why always we'll start from the overall grand total level. So whenever you create any level based measure to indicate that at this level how many calculations have been done, so this measure list will be added over here. So there is one metric calculated at brand level. Okay, you can see that. And there is no metric at LOB level or type level. And there is a metric at overall level. So all those lists also will be available here. So these are called level based measures. Okay, the calculations always will be at a particular level or a particular like position. So you have to choose at what level. So always it will retain your data to show at that level only. Okay. So this is level based measure. I'll just stop it because there is some lot of disturbance. And also maybe if you wish you can come at 7 o'clock tomorrow because I don't have morning class tomorrow. We can take 7 to 8 and 8 to 9. Or you don't want Saturday class. Yeah. So we'll start at 7 o'clock. You can